Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record weekly review special for Week 9 in the second year of the Gaming Decathlon competition. This week, bit of a drop-off after the retirement of one game and the conclusion of one season last week, bringing me down to 2,219, which is still not a bad score. Last week's best round score is now the mark there, and we're almost 500 points shy of that one. That sits at 2,691. Current virtual best, new game, retirement of a game. A little bit of a drop off, but not a big one. 2,767 points. And the all time virtual best rises a bit, now 5,176. Looking at the 10 games individually, Kenshi established a new base in the episode this week, so no new recruits, so still at 16 points. Draft Day Sports College Basketball, second season wraps up, much higher score than the end of season 1, much improved performance within the team, and already starting to look relatively decent as we head into season 3. No promotion, but came very close. 375 points was the total there. Draft Day Sports College Football 2019. No score this week. That's where that big drop-off was. We finished the season last week with 300 points. That was the first season. We opened season number 2 this week and opened the season with 2 losses, so no points earned yet. Motorsport Manager had a very good total. Was able to get a podium finish this week. And ironically, with not the driver who was doing well, Max Verstappen started the race really poorly, very much at the back of the grid. But after a caution, full course yellow came out, we took the pit stop early and benefited from it and ended up with a very high finish, so 59 points now. And looking like I could potentially pass that 300 mark this year. So this season could be enough. I didn't expect to get above 300 this season. I knew I would be better than last season, but I didn't think I would pass that 300 mark. It's possible. I might actually do it this season. We're not going to be on top of the standings or anything, but could be. Could be. We're only 4 races in, so good start to the year. Pro Cycling Manager, the career mode. Good accumulation of points going on there, but I'm still in Continental, so it's never going to be a huge total this season at all, even by the end of the year, but at 76 points right now, should get above the 100 mark before too long. That's one of those landmarks that it feels good to get past that point. In the Pro Cyclist mode, I finished my season in a really good way. Lots of wins throughout the year. The crowning moment was winning La Vuelta, the Vuelta España, Tour of Spain, so one of the 3 Grand Tours. I only competed in 2 of them this year. I did not go to the Tour de France. I took 4th in the other Grand Tour. Very much looking forward to next season, as I am one of the favorites, and I will be looking to win all 3 Grand Tours. I also won the national championships, both in the time trial and the road race. Could not pull off the World Championships. I got top 10s in both. But then in Football Manager 2019, NBA 2K19, and F1 2018, all were inactive this week. Dirt Rally retired last week because Dirt Rally 2.0 was released this week. 4 episodes in already. I had 4 episodes here in the debut week. 67 points at the end of the week. So 67 was the beginning total for that one. That's quite a bit of a drop-off from the Dirt Rally. That was the main reason for the drop in score, besides going from 300 to 0 in Draft Day Sports College Football. All right, on to the all-time top 10. Pro Cycling Manager, that Pro Cyclist mode, extended its lead on top, 854, but of course it's going to be quite a while before I see that increase next season. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 next season, and I should be capable of that as long as I don't have any long-term injury that sits me out for months. Besides that, you've got to jump all the way down to number 7 before we have our next active game. Dirt Rally was active, sitting at number 6, but now that it's retired, a third active game actually rejoins the top 10 in Draft Day Sports College Basketball. So the 2019 of college basketball comes in at 375 points after the conclusion there of Season 2, as we already talked about. It was tied for 11th with Motorsport Manager, so it jumps to number 8 on the list, passing up a couple retired games, also moving the mark from 310 to 344 to be on the list. So we're now over a third of the way, right? 333 being a third of the way to 1,000 to be on that top 10 list. So at least a third of the way towards mastery to appear on the list is now necessary. So that's a little bit of a landmark to hit. Meanwhile, Motorsport Manager drops to 12th, away from that tie. And the list looks a little bit different now that Dirt Rally is retired, and now that, more specifically, Draft Day Sports College Basketball has cracked the top 10. It's no longer showing up on the list outside of the top 10, as in the 3 games outside looking in. So replacing it in that middle spot is college football. However, it's not changed position. It's still 13th. Still 14th, but now appearing on the list is the F1 2018 career mode, coming back into that list of 3 games on the outside looking in. But that's going to do it for this review special. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out next week as I continue my journey, my trek. And as for those top 10s, it's going to be hard to see much of an improvement for a while now that the Pro Cycling Manager is going to sit idle for quite a while till I can get high enough to surpass that 854, which obviously won't happen until very late in the season. And with some Grand Tours, that's a lot of episodes to go. So it's going to be many, many weeks before I see that score surpassed. And again, that's going to require me to stay healthy to even get there. The one that is on the move in the short term, Draft Day Sports College Basketball, should see that score steadily rise. Technically, we are one division below. Actually, no, we're in the exact same division we were in when we left off with College Basketball 2017. I ended with a promotion, and then I started the 2019 edition with a relegation, which put me back into that division. So, a good performance, an NCAA tournament bid, could see that score approach a similar score to the 2017 edition, which right now sits in 4th place. Anyway, that does it. So, bye for now.